Hey Soul family, I've missed you guys so much. I haven't been able to post during the last month because I had a lot of work and I'm very happy to be back. I'm very happy to connect back with you guys. Life is just not as fun without you guys and I'm so grateful that I get to connect with you again. And the good news is that I'm going to be taking a little bit of time off. I'll take you guys with me. I'll be visiting my mom, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So happy to be back. And in today's reading, we're taking a look at your July 2026 predictions. If you're new here, welcome. You can pick your piles using other ways than the cards and the crystals. You can pick your piles using your zodiac signs, or you can have spirit pick your pile for you if these are things that you're interested in, options I mean that you're interested in. You'll find the timestamp for them down in the description box as well as pinned in the comments, in the first comment. And if you prefer to pick your piles using your cards and your crystals, let me zoom you in so that you can see them clearly. There we go. So as you can see for today's reading, you can pick one or several of these chariot cards or your crystals. So for pile number 1, your crystal is the beautiful cherry quartz. For pile number 2, your crystal is the beautiful Lodolite. For pile number 3, your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. And for pile number 4, your crystal is the beautiful blue Agate. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the right piles or the readings that you're meant to hear today. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box as well as the pinned comment. And they will take you straight to your readings. All right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 3 signs for each pile. Okay, so let's see what we have. These will be the signs for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. These will be the signs for pile number 3. And of course, these will be the signs for pile number 4. Okay, let's check out our signs for today's reading. For pile number 1, they're Virgo, Gemini, as well as Capricorn. For pile number 2, they are Cancer, Sagittarius, as well as Pisces. For pile number 3, they are Taurus, Leo, as well as Libra. And for pile number 4, they are Aquarius, Aries, as well as Scorpio. So please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your pile using any other placement in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. All right, if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And what I like to do is assign a different tarot card to each pile. And so the Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, the Empress pile number 3, and the Emperor pile number 4, all based on the numerology of the major arcana. And so what I simply like to do is shuffle the cards around until one of them grabs my attention. And that's usually through missing a card that I'm supposed to pull from the other side, or passing on a card to the other side. Sometimes cards would bump into each other. Sometimes a card would fall. Anything like that, I know that it is your chosen pile. I'm getting good at this. Cool. So there we go. I missed passing on this card. For today's reading, your chosen pile by Spirit, my dear soul family, is pile number 4. Okay, so these were the different ways in which you can pick your pile in today's reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought you the clarity that you need to find your pile. Once you're ready, you know the drill. You'll find the timestamps down in the description box as well as the pinned comment. And I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at the energies of your July 2026 predictions. And of course, as always, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box. But very quickly before we begin, actually, before I introduce your pile to you, as you can see on the far right, there is an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to give us a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. Yeah, and as I was about to say, very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful cherry quartz. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Virgo, Gemini, as well as Capricorn. Ooh. Welcome to reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you are genuinely going to be spoiled this month. There's something materialistic in nature, something profound, something big that it seems like it's happening for you this month. So this could be your health and beauty. Could for some of you particularly be your eyes or maybe your face. It could be wealth. It could be money coming in. It could be a raise. It could be really anything that will make that you have your eye on. It could be anything that you have your eye on. It's really, you're getting it with a lot of abundance, I would say. So very happy to see that for you. We'll try to get as much information on what this could be, particularly when we're taking a look at your runes. Speaking of which, let's see what we have for this month. So for pile number 1, please, what can they expect in their month of July 2026, please? What can they expect in their month of July 2026, please? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Let me take the ones that are out of the circle. There we go. You've got a lot of runes. And you've got a rune that's connected to all of the houses in your month this month. Oh, and that is the Peroth rune. It looks like it's the wheel of destiny, doesn't it? Peroth, destiny. So I feel like there's a huge shift, a paradigm shift when it comes to how you're living your life. Your whole destiny is changing. And I see a lot of runes all of a sudden. Many, many, many changes to come. So let's explore all of them. In the 12th house, you've got 2 runes, the Nothi's rune, as well as the Yewaz rune. In the 3rd house, you've got the Awaz rune. Between the 6th and the 7th, you've got, the Dagaz rune. Okay, interesting. In the 7th, you've got the Gebo rune. Wow, lovely. Between the 7th and the 8th, you've got the Berkana rune. Okay, there's something with your intimate relationships this month. That's a big, how can I say, it's a big blessing. Maybe that's what's there. We'll see. In the 8th house, you've got the, what are you? You've got the Yera rune. And in the 9th house, you've got, whoa, the Fehu rune. You've got a lot of favorable runes here for sure, especially the Gebo and the Fehu rune. Where do we begin? I think it's best to not start analyzing and look at the oracle cards, because together they'll show us like a synchronicity. Yeah, how can I remove this clearly? A synchronicity, a pattern, more information. So I'm gonna reserve my thoughts for now regarding what I'm seeing in your runes. And let's see what your oracle cards and tarot cards show. This way we have a full picture of what you guys can expect this month. Okay, let's get straight into it. Queen of Pentacles, you've got Horse. It's the year of the horse. I feel like there's a lot of movement. It is the month, is number 7. It's the Chariot. Horses movement. I'm getting a lot of energy of movement in this pile. I'm also getting the special thing that you are meant to get in this year. It seems like you're starting to get it in the month of July. Yeah, like the highlight of your year, it's in the month of July for this pile. You've got Capricorn, and look at that, the CEO. So maybe someone here is going to be a millionaire. That's really cool. Right, so you've got driven, stability, patience, persistence, materialistic, ambitious, cautious, practical, traditional, workaholic, detached, as well as ruler of the 10th house. Okay, let's put this one there. And then let's take a look at, I think this one, because it's going to fit for the most part. Yeah, you've got death. Looks like there's a massive transformation, which we do see here, an ending of something, giving space for something else. That's why there's a major change, major transformation. Okay, right. And you've got Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. Okay, something tells me to look at the guidebook for this particular card. I rarely look at the guidebook for this deck, but when I do, a lot of the times when I do, I find interesting things, but a lot of the times also I don't. That's why I don't always rely on it. But yeah, I did get a lot of good information regarding the cards from this deck. So let's check this one. Venus in Sagittarius. What do we see? A traveling minstrel. Something about traveling. Did we see? Oh, I had it in mind because of the 9th house here. Was it anything else? Oh, the year of the horse and the chariot is what I thought about as well. So yeah, I had that in mind as well. I don't know if I've said it. A traveling minstrel serenades a beautiful young huntress. The lute symbolizes the pleasure-loving nature of Venus, and the bow, the far-seeking adventurousness of Sagittarius. Anything else that is interesting here? No. Events. A foreign lover or holiday romance that blossoms. A marriage abroad. A light-hearted flirtation just for the adventure. Well, you heard it here first. Maybe something along these lines. I do see heavy 7th house energy here. So for a lot of you, there is in fact a new beginning, something super blessed here because of the Berkana rune, which is a rune of fertility and new beginnings. So yeah, maybe something is indeed happening for a lot of you when it comes to your intimate and love life. Okay, Queen of Pentacles seems to be very, like there's a highlight on the Queen of Pentacles for you this month, but let's take a look at the rest of your tarot cards. This way we have the full picture of your month. So you've got the Four of Cups. How interesting. Okay. Maybe someone's offering you something that you don't like. You're refusing, or maybe you refused it before, and now you're gonna go with it. Maybe there's a transformation here. You know, the Awaz can be seen as Yewaz can be Awaz, sorry, can be seen as transformation. Also, by the way, speaking of horses, the Yewaz rune. Which one is Awaz and Yewaz? I tend to forget which one is pronounced which. I'll check in a moment for sure. But this one, I think this is the Yewaz one, is also rune of a horse. So there's definitely movement here. It could be symbolizing fast movement in your destiny. It could be symbolizing traveling, because we keep seeing that a lot for you everywhere. But wow, what a month. You've hit a jackpot picking this pile. Wow, all right. So you've got the Lovers. I'm telling you something around love here for a lot of you. I mean, if love doesn't resonate, of course, then this part's not for you. But yeah, definitely, there's definitely love here. You've got the Queen of Swords, 2 queens so far. And last but not least, you've got the Page of Cups. It's a new beginning, a new fun beginning. Okay. Well, I feel like this card is hiding the second and the first house. And then there's an eye. We'll see what this is trying to say. But let's now take it bit by bit. Where do we begin? Let's begin in this section right there. It looks to me there's heavy transformational energy for sure. We see that. And it seems like the transformation is mostly focused around 6th house. That could be your everyday routine, or it could be your work, right? A lot of the details in your life are about to change massively this month, and around your intimate connections. Now, for some of you, maybe it's not love. Maybe you're not a romantic person who's looking forward to love, and maybe you're already in a relationship. If you are, I would say there's a new beginning between you and your partner. Maybe new vows, maybe your connection is becoming closer, anything like that. But definitely heavy energy here for sure around your intimate connections. And intimacy could be you and your best friends, you and your children, you and your parents, anyone that's really close to you. But yeah, massive, massive transformation here around your work and around relationships. Now, it doesn't stop there. It looks to me like a new beginning this month will result in you getting the harvest back in some efforts that you've put in, because you've got the Yera rune in the 8th house, which is a house of massive transformation. So it has the new beginning. It has a massive transformation there of you getting what you deserve, getting the harvest for your hard work. So it looks like this is a new beginning where something that you've been working hard towards becomes fertile. It starts giving you back. This could be, you working towards your health and getting results back. It could be you working towards your work, which is most likely for a lot of you been putting in effort, and you're gonna get the massive results back for these efforts. It could be maybe you're a student, you've studied so hard and you're going to be getting great results this month. But yeah, definitely see that here. But one strong highlight that I see for this pile is that it seems to me like you're going to a trip this month, in the month of July. This could be a trip to a city nearby. It could be a trip abroad for a lot of you. It could be, there's a form of traveling here that will result in a lot of wealth or abundance, financial gain, in your life. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is showing us here for sure. So some form of traveling this month, and I could definitely pull out more cards later to see what this could be, but there is definitely traveling for the month of July for this pile that will result in some form of abundance or wealth this month. I love to see this for you. So why am I seeing a massive shift in destiny in everything? Like, what is the culprit here? Or maybe culprit is not the right word. What is the root cause of this massive change? I mean, something has to change for everything to change, right? Let's get the scoop on that. Maybe it's there and I'm not seeing it yet, but I think I want to answer this particular question specifically, and then we can look at the rest of your cards. So what is the thing for this pile that is changing everything here? So yeah, okay, so you got the Four of Pentacles. You've got the Ten of Wands, pushing through. You were so stuck, maybe financially, you were trying to push through. And then the Page of Wands, an exciting new beginning. A new adventure also is the Page of Wands, is the adventurer. Page of Wands is the adventurer. So I feel like recently you've been feeling so stuck. So you've been trying to push through to try to unstuck yourself from this situation. And it looks like it will uncover, or it will lead to a new adventure that is changing your whole destiny this month as you push out of something. So what is this new adventure specifically? Two of Wands, and we've got the globe. I think it's the traveling. Yeah, a shift. It could be movement. I think it's the traveling. Yeah, so somehow your efforts to unstuck yourself is going to lead to traveling one way or the other this month. And that's what's going to shift your destiny. And it's clear. Maybe this is where you're going to meet this lover. And that's what this specific card says, right? And it is where you're going to be making money. So hold up. I think this was the root cause of this whole massive shift in destiny. Very cool. I love your story for this month. So you're pushing through, and it seems like you're transcending as you're pushing through, because we do see the resistance here, the Northeast rune. I feel like life or the universe has been creating this resistance so that you can push through this resistance, leading to you clearing with the Awaz rune, clearing the old energies and transcending past this chapter of your life. And this is leading to travel, which will lead to, for this pile, a new beginning in many ways, especially in love and in harvest, which is what we see, the financial gains that you're getting this month. And it's so clear here. This could be you working maybe abroad or getting a new position that allows you to travel. It's going to be stable. It's going to be bringing you a lot of money, or maybe this is your business, and as you've been pushing through, it's going to be bringing you a lot of money this month. But yeah, massive transformation I see in your everyday life. You've got the Death card here, which signifies that something in your life is coming to an end. So before we look at the cards here, I want to know what is coming to an end for this pile. You've got the Nine of Wands. Right. What's coming to an end is you pushing through, of course. You pushing through, trying to achieve something. Because Nine of Wands speaks of resilience, and we've already discussed your resilience, right? So it's the end of you having to work so hard, it seems, for something. What is it that you've been working hard towards? Ace of Swords. You have an idea. You have a vision, I would say, that you've been working hard trying to achieve. It's going to happen for you this month, my dear pile number one. This vision is going to begin. You're going to see that it's invisible, but it's holding it. I almost feel like this is a moment of where whatever is lucid, whatever is translucent, aka spiritual, starts formalizing and becoming more physical, starts manifesting, is what I'm getting to. So yeah, it is the end. July will be the end of you having to persevere, trying to fight towards something, to make something happen. This is the beginning of the massive movement that was meant to happen for you in the year 2026, and is the beginning where you start having a hold or a grasp over the vision that you've always had. See, there's a focus on the eye. You've always had a vision. You've always had a plan, an idea of what you wanted to do. And this is the beginning of the month where you'll be finally starting to hold this vision. You'll start seeing it come to life. It comes through. Yeah, it starts happening for you. I love that. Now, I'm wondering why you're refusing something here. Is it signifying that is something that you used to refuse? Maybe this is talking about a person who tried to ask you out and you've refused them. Maybe this month you're back together. Maybe this is an ex. I know a lot of you don't like to hear that. Maybe it's there for someone. But let's expand on that. What are you refusing here, first of all? Maybe you're refusing something and making a better choice, right? So what is this Four of Cups talking about? Right, you've got the Four of Swords. Okay. You've got the Three of Wands. In the weirdest way, thinking about love and someone sleeping, especially the Four of Swords, like rest. It definitely, and the apples, it just makes me think of Snow White. And the moment a prince saves her by giving her a kiss from the apple that she ate, and where she was poisoned and had to sleep. So that's the story that weirdly enough comes to mind. You've got the Ace of Pentacles, and this other card moved as I was pulling out this card, so I'm also going to take it. You've got the Justice card. Something destined with the Justice card for sure. So I think, hold up. Maybe this is signifying you refusing relationships before. Maybe you're someone who doesn't take any offers, you know. You have people who are interested in you, who would ask you out, who are interested in you, and maybe you're not. You're just refusing relationships until you find the one, your soulmate, right? Because the Lover's card is also a card of soulmates. So perhaps you're waiting for the one. And just like the Sleeping Beauty, maybe you've had a bite from a toxic apple, so to speak. Maybe you were in a relationship with the wrong person or wrong people. And it looks like July is the month where you're not going to refuse relationships because you are finding the right person here. And something begins with the Three of Wands. You wake up, see? Sleep, Three of Wands, that's a wake up here for sure. It's something revives in you. So relationships or not, it talks about something that you've intimate, that you've refused before, my dear pile number one. Maybe you refused speaking to a parent, right? Maybe you're estranged from a parent or both your parents. Maybe you haven't been speaking to a sibling. Maybe you haven't been speaking to your own daughter or son because something happened. I don't know. Maybe this is your sibling, sister. We can go on and on. I feel like something you've refused when it comes to intimate connections or someone specifically. Maybe this is someone who finally, with the mouth, the kissing, finally says the right thing to you. It wakes something up within you. So this could be an apology. This could be the right person with the right energy. And they reawaken something in you. It's a new solid beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, and it is destined to happen this month. So I feel like you can run away all you want from it, from not speaking to your parent, from or sibling, or not getting into a relationship, whatever it is you're refusing here. But my dear pile number one, this is destined. It's going to happen. And it's not destined where you're not happy with it. It's definitely going to revive something in you. You're absolutely happy with this. You look, your cards through and through have been open eyes. When I ask this question, suddenly the eyes are closed. It's definitely something you do not see coming. Maybe something you don't want to hear about, you don't want to know. Or maybe it's out of sight, out of mind, something you can't think about for now. Maybe it's someone that sees you, but you don't see them. In all cases, you don't see this one coming. And it looks to me like something is destined here when it comes to your intimate connections that is going to change everything for sure. It's going to revive something in you, and it's going to be solid. Yeah, it's not going to be wishy-washy or anything. Even if it's not love, like let's say you with your parents, there's something solid here for sure. Okay, now that we've explored that, let's take a look at what's happening financially here. I mean, that's the first thing we should have seen, because the cards are pointing at it. It's like, this is what's happening this month. And I haven't been focused on it. So let's see. This is a month of a new beginning that you will absolutely love. Your cup is going to be filled again. Right, I feel like it's putting you back in your element, the water, the fish. It's putting your element back in your life, or the things that you love back in your life. It's filling your cup for sure. Okay, so the financial part for pile number one. Oh my God! So you've got the Six of Pentacles. You've got the Magician. When I tell you in this month is good for you financially. You've got the Magician. It's like you're manifesting this. It's really going to feel surreal. It's like, how is this even happening? What's going on? Why is the universe spoiling me with money? Well, you're not going to ask why. You're going to be thankful, I guess. And you've got the King of Wands, right? Power, stability. Strength. You've got the Moon card. It's like you're shooting for the stars, because if you don't get there, you land on the moon. I mean, I'm just trying to say this is astronomical type of wealth for this pile. I mean, don't blame me for exaggerating here. You're the one who's getting the rocket, right? I really feel that. I'm not gonna withhold what I feel and what I see. I feel like you're getting or at least is the new beginning of astronomical wealth in your life. You'll be getting a lot of money. It's going to feel like magic. It's going to feel like you did something right that allowed you to manifest this. Maybe you're going to be thinking, what did I do with my emotions? I think for the most part, since you're transcending this chapter of your life, I believe the reason you're manifesting all this wealth is because you're changing your energy by liberating yourself from that which held you down for the longest part. So congratulations, good job on what you're doing. Keep pushing through, because even if what you're pushing through is not directly towards the money coming in, maybe you're pushing through in some other area of your life, right? At least it is removing the heavy energy that has been blocking you from whatever you're trying to get there, and financially. Or this could be financial, right? This whole thing could be financial. So it does look to me like you are manifesting this massive wealth in your life. You're doing the work that you... Capricorn. Yeah, how did I miss that? Capricorn is a hard worker. You've been putting in the hard work. You've been persistent. You've been patient. And you've been trying to push something out of your life that you no longer want. It's not the right thing. And energetically, it's opening up the doorway to massive wealth coming into your life. I keep seeing with the Queen of Wands that you've had a vision that you will hold with strength this month. Your vision is starting to come true, and it is leading to wealth, it's leading to love, it's leading to many new beginnings of you finding the things that were empty in your life. It's being filled with things that you love. But yeah, this is talking about here, when we asked about your wealth, it's talking about how it's making you financially stable and strong, because this all these cards are answering one question, the financial situation, and thus you're manifesting it. It's allowing you to be financially stable, strong. I feel like you will have a grasp of this type of energy. It can't go away. Moving forward with the King of Wands, it's not something that's coming that you need to fear to go away, because whether it appears or disappears, you have a grasp on this energy, right? And that'll allow you, just like a magician, to manifest it back. I mean, you don't need to worry about money disappearing from life moving forward, because money is, for this pile, going to come easy to you. Money comes easy to you. That's why you got the Death as the main card. It is an end of a massive chapter, spiritual chapter, soul chapter in your journey, soul journey, and you're starting a new one. In this new chapter, you've achieved massive things. You've grown mental strength, mental fortitude as well. And this is translating as materialistic strength in your life. Yeah, that's what I want to say. So yeah, you're like shooting for the stars here. When it comes to your money, you don't understand. There's massive wealth coming for this pile starting the month of July. This is what I see here for you, my dear pile number one. Yeah. Hold on. There's a lot of communication here. You know, the Yewas or Awas, I said I would check. Let me check now. All right, so that's the Awas. That is the Yewas. So Awas rune, which is, as we've discussed, one of the meanings is the horse, but it's also partnership, okay? It's falling in the third house. So I feel like expect a lot of talking, a lot of communication with a new partner in your life this month, a lot of talking. I feel like this is a highlight in your month. There's back and forth communication between you and a loved one this month. This could be, as we've discussed, either a lover, a real soulmate, or maybe someone who you've refused before, or like someone you're not talking to who's apologizing maybe this month. Okay, so my dear pile number one, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number one, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your July 2026 predictions. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. As always, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find 3 cards that I list them below for you guys in the description box. But before we begin, let me just tell you what's going on here if you're new. On the far right, there is an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on to get a more detailed and accurate reading of your month. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Lodolite. And, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Sagittarius, as well as Pisces. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it, and we'll start with your runes before we open your oracle cards and tarot cards. Okay, so let's get this to the center and ask, What can pile number 2 expect in their month of July 2026, please? What can pile number 2 expect in their month of July 2026, please? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's take out the runes that are on the side. I don't see a lot of runes, but what I do see is that the runes are intersecting with a lot of houses. I mean, Berkana rune is in the 9th, 8th house, yeah, is in both the 9th and 8th house. The Raido rune is between the 1st and the 2nd house. 10th house, we have the Thurisaz rune, and in the 5th house, the Laguz rune. Very interesting. Okay, let's keep this chart to the side and see what's going on there. And we'll take a look at your oracle cards first, and then we'll be expanding using your tarot cards. So you've got Jupiter in Cancer with speculation. Okay. You've got Mars with the keyword ambition. And of course, the keywords here are assertive, aggression, war, Aries and Scorpio, obviously, Tuesday, confidence, impulsiveness, strength, action, sexuality, passion, desire, as well as determination. All right, let's see what this is trying to say. Just a moment. You've got the card in denial. Looks like you're going to start taking action towards something you didn't want to look at. Maybe you were a bit emotional about it with the Cancer. But I think Jupiter in Cancer, your emotions are going to expand. Maybe you're going to feel some sort of intense way about it that you're actually going to spring into action. Okay, let's see what this is saying. You've got crown. Again, ambition, noble title. Okay. The way the cards are placed, actually I don't have to do that, but it's funny that it happened like that. Makes me feel like what you've been in denial of and the actions that you're going to do as a consequence is going to put you in a very honorable place. That could be a position at work as well, you know. So anyways, you've got reptile. Okay. It's funny how the cards are hugging the Mars card. I didn't plan for that, but so cool. The reason they're hugging is because I just wanted you to see what's on the card, and then in the next card I'm like, I can push it up a bit, and here I can squash it here a bit, and then suddenly they're hugging the card. Anyways, you've got air, right? The element of air. Let's take a look at your tarot. Oh, no, hold on. There's one more card here. You've got ecosystem. Okay. Maybe you're going to be the leader of your ecosystem, of your place or something. We'll see. So you've got the 10 of Wands. Why are the cards falling today? The 10 of Wands. The Page of Cups. The Tower card. The 5 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords. The what? I'm not sure. Anyways. Okay, so what are we seeing for your month of July, my dear pile number 2? I keep seeing some form of crisis here. A crisis, Tower card. A crisis that springs you into action. 5 of Swords. I feel like it's going to push you into action because with the 5 of Swords, you have to fight back. But then look, the Golden Gate. It allows you to enter into something very special. Do you see that? If this sort of message comes through and through in your pile, it will lead in the month of July, not in August, in the month of July itself, to a massive new beginning and a massive transformation in your life that is taking you to a new adventure with the 9th house. Okay, so it looks like this crisis is most likely, I could be wrong, is most likely happening in the 10th house, which is the house of your work or your goals, a specific goal in your life. It could be in the Laguz rune in the 5th house, where because water maybe reminds me of drowning. 5th house, that could be, you know, your inner child, your creativity or something. But I think for the most part, it is in the 10th house because the Thurisaz rune is kind of like the thorns. It hurts you, but is going to make your skin heal into something stronger. So yeah, the Thurisaz rune is a rune that maybe that where you go through something tough, disruptive, but ultimately it definitely leads to something much better. So I feel like this is a month where you will feel like it's gonna be heavy. You will have to be focused on a lot of things. You'll be carrying a lot this month. You'll be doing a lot this month, but it's gonna be light like the air. Because when you have so much motivation, ambition, and power, things that used to feel like it's painful, like you couldn't carry, you couldn't do, seems to all of a sudden be so easy. Think of it like in physics, for example. When you are carrying something super heavy with a rod, it's gonna feel super painful. But if you increase the length of the rod, suddenly it's not so hard to pull that weight up. And so similarly, I feel like whatever used to feel so heavy before, you used to put to the side, maybe what is it called? Sweep it under the rug. Not look into, feel like, oh, it's too heavy for me to look at now. Oh, I don't want to deal with this now. So maybe these are loans or some work that you've been putting to the side. Maybe it's some health or something. I'm not sure. But it's definitely something when it comes to your goals or work that you've been really sweeping under the the rug, and you didn't want to deal with. I think some form of crisis is happening this month that is springing you into action. Suddenly you feel a surge of, yeah, that's why Jupiter in Cancer, where, yeah, you feel initially a surge of panic, only for it to transmute into ambition, into power. You know that moment where you go from being so scared to so ambitious because you don't want this to happen to you. Like sometimes a crisis would happen and we would go from being overly scared about what could happen, and that very thing could happen or begin to happen at least, and we spring into action right away, feeling like, oh my God, this is not going to happen to me. I'm never going to allow this to happen to me. And you wake up. It's like a wake-up call. Even you're changing into like a new person here. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But I feel like because of the surge of ambition and strength with Mars, that with impulsiveness, it's that surge of energy that's flowing through you, that's allowing you to do the impossible. And we tend to feel like that a lot of the times in crises. It's kind of like the magic that happens with crises sometimes, especially when we're in the right energy of the moment. Like, for example, you know, the infamous example of the mother who was able to carry a whole vehicle to save her children when she otherwise may have not. I'm not saying all mothers can't carry a vehicle, but for the most part, most mothers, I think, I could be wrong, couldn't just carry a vehicle. It is heavy, or anyone really, actually, easily carry a vehicle. But because she has to save her child, now in that moment, she feels such a crisis that she has to save her children, that she just pulls out the car and saves her child. And so that's exactly what I feel is happening for you this month, some form of crises that is waking you up. It's creating some form of awakening. You're changing as a person. You're a new person. You're moving in a new direction, I feel, this month. It's creating, yeah, definitely. It's a massive transformation in who you are as a person, in how you deal with things, moving forward, and it's leading you to a whole new beginning. And that's what the cards keep talking about. It's taking you to an amazing place. It's actually honoring you. It's taking you high. You've got the golden gate here. So yeah, initially the month may not start off nicely, I guess, with the Three of Swords, but boy, is it springing you into action. I feel like with the snake here, you're changing skin as a person. The way you do things moving forward, the awakening is changing you because, for example, if this is financial, you from now on, you vow to never let things go before you study your finances, before you save, before you know where every penny is going, before you track it. If this is your health, you're vowing to stick to your health regimen, your healthy routine. If this is your work, you're vowing to come early on time every day and do what is necessary, that you're not going to speak to your coworkers, chit chat, not speak, chit chat with your coworkers on this unless this is done, or maybe you've been putting a project to the side and you're vowing you're going to start on this project. Whatever this is, really, it's really changing you as a person. It's also changing your financial situation with the second house. It's starting, going to start working for you financially with the second house. It's a new journey financially as well. All in all, it's really is going to honor you as a person, as a name, as a title. For a lot of you, this could be a new beginning with a title. This month is going to allow you to get a raise or something. But yeah, I feel like for this pile, for one reason or the other, I'm not sure what it is yet, but you're going to be leading a community of people. So why are you leading here a community of people? And is this starting in the month of July? I guess for pile number 2, please. Wheel of Fortune. Now with the library, the books, the stationery, the bookshop, I feel like you're changing their lives with the information you're giving these people. That's why you're leading with the crown chakra. You're leading with knowledge, I feel. Strength, loyalty. I feel like people are going to feel like you're strong and you're loyal, strong and loyal. They're going to be loyal to you as well. They can trust you. You're trustworthy. Knowledgeable, trustworthy, strong. 3 of Wands. You seem to have a plan. You know where you're going. You're leading others. That could be at work, by the way. 3 of Wands. You're leading others to finish a project. Yeah, that's what's going on here. You're a leader this month and you're leading others towards their completion, to complete something, is what I am seeing. Okay, so back to the cards. Yeah, in the beginning of the month, for the most part, I see you really fighting through something. You're not letting it go. It's going to be painful in the beginning, for sure. 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, heavy. But look at that. It's a new beginning with the Page of Cups. It's a new beginning that you will absolutely enjoy. Suddenly, I see you after this crisis, relaxed, doing what you love, sitting comfortably. Your environment is cozy and nice. It's not so imperial, or I see a lot of course, New York here, tall buildings. It's more relaxed, you know, in an artistic street, playing that's not the piano, I forgot what it's called. Org, I think it's called. Anyways, my point is that I see you starting a new page that is more relaxed, more sounds like something you really like, that you love. You're chilling, you're taking it easy. It is the Golden Gate. It's a new journey, for sure. It's a new journey both for yourself as a person and financially. And it's going to allow you to have access to ample creativity. 5th house, the Laguz rune, is a rune of water, creativity. So I see a lot of creativity here. You're going to be swimming in creativity this month. Yeah. It's going to allow you to get in touch with your creative self. So let's explore what this new journey is all about, because we see it all over the Raido rune, a new journey, a new beginning, new journey. I mean, it's pointing towards a new journey for sure. So let's get more information on this new journey, my dear pile number 2, for the month of July. After this crisis, you've got the Fool card. Again, new journey. Okay. So I am seeing something interesting. I'm seeing a stop sign here, and I did see a no smoking sign here. So maybe it's talking about daring to get into what you were preventing yourself from, maybe, or what you deemed as dangerous. And smoking is dangerous, of course. I'm just reading this intuitively. We'll see. You've got the Page of Wands, and these came together as well as the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Well, it looks to me, and look, this person is up high. Penthouse or something. So I feel like this is going to allow you, whatever this crisis is going to allow you to begin something artistic or something very creative. It's a new beginning, but you're very proud of what you're doing. You come across here as someone who's skilled, someone who is refined, someone who is, what is the word called? Artisan is the word I'm looking for. An artisan, an expert is what I'm feeling here. Although it's a new beginning, definitely, with the Fool card and the pages. But you come across as an artisan of some sort. Someone who is does something with so much refinement. Maybe you're watching this reading and you can't think of what this is, but I would say it's something that you do so well. Maybe it's not coming to mind because of the pause here, the stop sign. Maybe this is something you've stopped yourself from doing, or you've paused for a while, or a project that you have been putting at the back of your mind, again, sweeping under the rug or something. I feel like you're going to start it this month, and you're going to be so good at it. And look at that. I'm telling you, it's also a new journey in your finances, because it's going to elevate you financially. It's going to fulfill your financial dreams, 9 of Pentacles, for sure. You may even be on a cover of a magazine, very specific, I know, but maybe people are going to be talking about what you're doing here. But that's what I am seeing, something is beginning this month for you, and you're thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna start this project. New beginning. I'm gonna start this project. I'm wondering, there's a missing link here, at least for me as a reader. Maybe this totally makes sense to you, but I'm just trying to think, how is it that you are trying to, how is saving something from a crisis leading to a creative endeavor? It's the part that I'm not getting, and maybe you're not getting either, so let's explore that. We'll go into more detail. So I just want to find the link here. There's a gap here of missing information for me. How is a crisis leading to a creative endeavor is what I want to know. Why? How and why? The Lover's card. Are these plumes? Oh, that's a pole. A lamp pole, light pole. Right, so you got the Lover's card. The 8 of Swords. And the Moon. The darkness. Oh. It's exactly what I've explained in the beginning, but I forgot. Remember, the cards keep explaining the same thing. When you hit rock bottom is when you have that fierceness to go up. So the cards are talking about how you're going to feel so stuck. It's a moment of vulnerability where you're feeling so stuck, yet everything around you is moving so fast. And you stop everything. Although everything's moving at fast speed, you stop everything. You go within, and something wakes up within you. Something chooses a different path. You're thinking, no, I'm not allowing this to happen. I'm not going to allow this to happen. And because you're not allowing it, it looks like it's awakening your creativity within you. Perhaps one of your big solutions seems to be towards a creative path, or that dark point seems to, it's the moment where the darkness hits the light, these two extremes, there's a point between these two extremes, and it's that spark where in the midst of the darkness you find the light, through a spark of light, and it lights up everything. And so in that dark moment, there's friction. You're like, no, and an idea is born. Is kind of what I'm seeing here. And it lights up everything all of a sudden. You're like, oh, and I can do this, and I can do that, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to take it there. And you're in a totally different energy, so much so that it seems you're leading others, my dear pile number 2 here. A lot of other people are inspired by you. They see that golden gate energy and they can feel you going through a specific golden gate, and they follow you. They follow you through it. Yeah. And this, I don't know if I should share this story. Maybe I shouldn't. I'm sorry. It's the first time I'm going to actually withhold. But I did go through something, a bit similar, a very long time ago. What was it? 2011. Yeah, in my work. Or maybe even, 2012. Anyways, not to waste your time, I feel like you're going to get into a spark of energy and you're going to inspire others with something here. For sure. People will just feel like you know what you're doing. you're well informed, you're strong, you have this loyal energy to you, and you're just going to help them. You're finishing off something and you're helping others finish it off as well. Definitely the energy of your pile this month. And so, yeah, that's the missing gap here, which I just didn't put together. The cards kept explaining it. But yeah, it's rough until it gets so good for this pile. And yeah, a new journey in who you are becoming. You're changing as a person after this month, for sure. And your financial situation is definitely changing this month. Now, let's check how this is going to happen. Our last question, how is your financial situation as a consequence changing this month because of this new journey that you're getting into? So 9 of Cups, again, you get a wish fulfillment cards, the 2 9s. So we're talking about the financial fulfillment, 9 of Cups. Okay. Your dream about money and what and how you want to get money specifically is coming true this month. I love this for you. So you've got the Empress. Ooh, see, you come across as a leader and you really care about others. Others are letting you lead because you're leading through love. You always come across as someone as towards the end of the month sitting in a comfortable place, relaxed, chilling, and others are listening to you. They're very inspired by you. Anyways, 9 of Cups, the Empress, which is also a card of money, wealth, luxury. And you've got the Justice card. Okay. Financial situation. One more card. I'll just leave it closed for now. Just makes me feel better. Okay, so financial situation. So we did talk about the middle thing, remember? That spark in the dark that reawakens your creativity, and it leads you on a path towards something you love and you are so good at. And because you are in alignment with your true purpose, maybe, or with following your not desires, your excitement with the 9 of Cups, following what you're feeling, following your excitement, following what you love, it looks like it is going to, in fact, lead to money. Does it always? Not always. Not a lot of the times, but energy. Okay, I want to say, when we do it in the right way, it does indeed attract what we want towards us in the right energy. And so for you, it seems like this month you are in the right energy. You're aligned with your true north. You're doing exactly what you're meant to do at this point of time. And this is why it is leading to wealth. Now, here's the thing. The reason this is aligned with you and it's working out for you, that you follow your passion, follow what you love, is that you seem to have arrested or captured that bully. 5 of Swords is also a bully. The bully that was standing in your way, blocking your road, blocking your path. So that card is going to reveal to us what is the one thing that has been blocking your path from you being able to do what you love and make money out of it, which is probably why you have the Thuri Sazrud and the 10,000. Now, this makes absolute sense all along that you're capturing this month. Page of Pentacles. So this Page of Pentacles figure is carrying a sack here or a bag, but that bag has a helmet. Am I looking at this wrong? Isn't this crazy? Like, why isn't he wearing the... Oh, he doesn't want to be safe. He wants to be cool, so... So he has the helmet on something else. So this could represent baggage. The reason you weren't able to do that previously is because you weren't wearing your safety helmet. You weren't doing it in a safe way before. And so it would lead to maybe disaster. Now that you've understood that you have to be safe, you have to gear up and be safe when taking this journey, instead of protecting the temporary things, this is going to work. So what do I mean by that? I'll give you a quick example of what I'm reading here. Let's take a look at it financially. So maybe before you couldn't do it, as an example, right? Because you didn't have a financial cap, a safety cap or something, financial reserve, a safe financial reserve to be able to take such a fun journey like that, especially with the motorcycle here, which is not always the safest. I'm not saying it's not safe, but it's not always the safest mode of transportation. So perhaps now, yeah, and there's a cigarette here, all sorts of hazards. So maybe, and look at that. I don't know what this is, but this is gonna block the wheels. This is like full of hazards, this picture. Oh my God, and the amount of things they're carrying. Yeah, I'm just getting the idea that maybe you couldn't do it before because there were several, let's say, dangerous things in your life. And it seems like this time, although there is risk for sure, you are making sure that these risks are safe for the most part, is how I'm just reading it energetically. So you're deciding to go on this journey. It's not all perfect yet, but you're like, I've got a safety cap here. And financially, the safety cap could be, I have some money reserved on the side, for example. That would finally allow me to do this. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading for the month of July 2026. I wish you all the best of luck with that. Seems like an amazing month for you. Be careful in the beginning. I don't need to give you any advice. This is going to be your creative spark. So if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your July 2026 predictions, and these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If at any point, as always, you're interested in knowing the names, thanks. How many are these? And knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box, right under the section of the timestamps. And on the far right, as you can see, there's an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in just a moment to get a more accurate and detailed reading of your month. Very quickly, before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Taurus. Oh, strength card. It looks like this is going to be your significator card today. So if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Taurus, Leo. Yeah, a lot of Leo energy here, as well as Libra. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Our cards are ready. Now it's time for our runes before we open up anything. And let's ask, what can pile number 3 expect in their month of July, please? 2026. What can pile number 3. Expect in their month of July 2026. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wonderful. Let's take the ones that are out of the circle, that are not touching the circle, and see what we're left with. Right. So for the 11th house, we seem to have 2 runes here: the Hagalaz rune as well as the blank rune. Whoa, 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 whoa. What a rune. I mean, what a combination of rune in the house. We'll talk about that in just a moment. For the 10th house, you've got the Wunyo rune. Okay, that's amazing. In the 10th as well as the 9th house, you've got the Algiz rune. Very interesting. Between the 5th and the 6th house, you've got the Manaz rune. Okay. And in the 5th house, you've got the that's the Parath rune. It's been popping up this month. All right. In the 5th house, so something destined is bound to happen. Maybe for some of you, you're about to have a child. It's destined for you to have a new child since it's the 5th house. But that's just my initial idea. It could be many other things. Right, let's put your chart to the side and take a look at your cards. So we're going to be starting off, something. Okay, so we're going to be taking a look at your oracle cards first, given that your strength card is your significator card this month. Okay, so lovely to see. You've got the sun. I'm telling you, there's so much power, so much Leo energy. Do you see it? So the sun with the keyword expression, and the keywords are ego, self, personal power, Sunday, obviously, Leo energy, vitality, life force, leadership, pride, health, yang energy, obviously, and masculinity. Okay. Lovely to see. We do have space for a smaller card. Maybe I can fit this one. I think I can fit this one. So you've got abundance. Oh my God, this pile is amazing. Okay. A lot of power, a lot of abundance. I love this for you. Okay, wonderful month, I believe. There, you can see your abundance keyword. There we go. You've got big corporation. You do have something here in the 10th house, and ooh, it's amazing. The Wunyo rune is a very favorable rune. It's a rune of success. It's a rune of joy, bliss, peace, all of that. So that's amazing. Okay, so big corporation, maybe something big is happening, or maybe a big corporation is working with you this month, or maybe you are going to be hired in a big corporation, or maybe you are in a big corporation and you're going to be leading it, perhaps. We'll see, but it's looking great. You've got outer space. One small step. Yeah. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. So I feel like you're taking one small step this month that's leading to a blank new page. It's going to put you in a powerful position in your work. Power, 10th house work, or goals, right? Doesn't have to be your work, where your goals are. You've got mathematics. So the numbers are adding this month. It could be financial as well. Relativity. So in comparison to where you are now, there is a big bang. There is a big expansion happening, maybe financially or in your work. Right. You've got, oh, look at that. Jupiter and Leo with publicity. Guys, you're going to be seen this month. I mean, the cards can't be that synchronistic. It's crazy. The numbers, the number of time you've gotten Leo is crazy for this pile. It's crazy. So I really feel like you're going to be the center of attention. You're going to be seen this month. Everybody's going to be talking about you. I feel like maybe this is popularity as well, because look at that. Speaking of popularity, there's a whole new page in your reading here. You've got the blank rune in the 11th house. The 11th house is community, right? So there is a brand new community happening for you this month. Mind you, obviously, the Hagalaz rune is a rune of change, right? So perhaps, or sometimes it's disruptions, sometimes it's delay. I don't know what it is. The reading is going to show us. But due to something that's happening here, maybe you're disrupting your environment. You know, you did have one small step. Maybe you're going to say something, and that's relativity. Maybe you're going to say something that's easy for you to say, that's small, you know, few words, powerful effect. That's going to have, just like I said, a powerful effect in your community, with your colleagues, at work, something like that. For some of you, seeing publicity and disruption, maybe you're going to say something controversial that might go viral on the internet, or might get people meeting and talking about something. Yeah, overall, it could be communication, you know, but you're going to do something so small that's going to disrupt everything, maybe disrupt the order, the system of these people. And it's putting you, it seems, on the top here. You're doing one small step that's taking you far. It's making you the center of the talk this month, the center of attention. And it's going to be a bliss when it comes to your work, or at least your goals. It's going to put you in a powerful position. It's going to take you places, because the Algiz rune is also in the 9th house, which is the house of new journey, right? A new adventure. So it's going to put you on the map towards a new adventure that you will absolutely love. Something tells me, I know it's the Manaz rune, which is a rune of mankind connection. I feel like it's man, something crazy, or something hit me. Because it can be a rune of man, the Manaz rune. So I'm seeing it as man. And I'm seeing it as man, and I don't know how to translate that, but I'll keep that in mind. We'll see what the rest of your cards show in conjunction to what your runes are showing, and we'll take it from there. So this month you've got the 6 of Wands. You're winning. There's so much success. You see a lot of people are rooting for you, or encouraging you, are congratulating you. It's all over your reading. You've got, just like we've seen here, you've got the Hanged Man. Sorry about that. There we go. You've got the Hanged Man. You've got the Page of Wands. Again, the planets. The planets, the solar system. I feel like everything's going to revolve around you this month. What are the odds that this is what you get? You're the light, and everything's revolving around you this month. Crazy. Even have Terra here, the earth again, the sun, the planets. It's crazy. You're the star this month, and the star of our solar system is the sun. So you're shining bright this month with all the energies that we're seeing. The World card, everyone is paying attention to you, to your light. You're excited. You're beginning a new journey here. See, with the Hanged Man is a different perspective. So I feel like this month you're offering your community, your company, a different perspective. And that's an extreme. Hanged Man is an extreme. It's an extreme, different perspective. But you have people all riled up around you going, yes, you're right. What you're saying is the truth. We are for pile number 3. And it's somehow leading to your abundance. I don't know how to read that. Maybe you're watching and you're a public figure already, or maybe you're about to be a public figure. Maybe you are in the political sphere. Maybe it's just like the cards are saying, big corporation. You're just gonna do or say something controversial. For you, it's small. It's not that big, but in the grand scheme of things, it makes a huge difference. To you, it's small, but really it is big for the huge scope, for the whole scope. Yeah, something like that. Or maybe it culminates into something big. I'm not sure. But it looks like you're the man or woman energy here, right? you're the man this month. You're the man. So it's between the 5th house and the 6th house. 6th house, so you're seen as super reliable and very creative. You're saying and doing something outside of the box, and it's changing destiny here with the Peril through in the 5th house. What you're doing, your different perspective, is changing the destiny of whatever this big corporation is presenting to you. To you, this could be your family, this could be a big corporation, this could be your business, this could be your community, right? But it's definitely changing the way things are done in this community. It's changing the fate of how everything is experiencing things moving forward. Yeah, you're a real hero this month, my dear pile number 1. I'd love to know more about you. Since we have the man here, let's get to know just a little bit about you. I don't want to waste your reading time, but just a little bit about you. Who are you, my dear pile number 3? And why are you getting all these amazing energies? So, who are you? Just a quick reading, I promise. We'll get to the reading of the month, but just very quickly see how the cards describe you. So you've got the 7 of Wands. Whoa. You've got the 6 of Pentacles. Gosh, I'm loving your energy. Fair. You've got the World card. You could be already known. Did I see the World card? Oh, so there are 2 World cards here. It seems like I've left both of them when I first got in the deck. Yeah, so 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, the World card. And you're also described by the Chariot. So there's a lot of movement here. It looks like you are someone who perseveres despite of the many challenges that faces you. You're not afraid of the fire. You're not afraid of anything. You do take it step by step, but you're powerful. You feel like you have high goals. You want to reach very high. And you understand that you won't be going there very quickly. And so you take it step by step, step by step. You always are focused on where you want to go. And yeah, you persevere, you take it step by step, no matter how much fire there is or how risky it is, you're going for it. That's how you're described. You persevere. You're a strong person who perseveres. You're very fair and you're very giving. And it seems like you've given so much that karma is playing a big role this month for you. World. Well, I'm seeing that you're already somehow popular, but the scope here is becoming far wider and greater. So maybe you are popular amongst your team, right? Now we're looking at how you're being popular amongst the whole company, the whole big corporation. Or maybe you're popular amongst a branch, but now the whole international corporation is paying attention to you. Maybe you are online, right? Maybe you're already online. Maybe this month you're going viral. I don't know, really. We can look at it from many different ways. But you're already described, since these are the cards that are describing you. You're described as popular. You're described as someone who... the planets again. Crazy. Hold up. What's up with the planets here? Maybe you are working in NASA? That's too specific. But... oh, maybe you are international as in you're well-traveled. You're described as well-traveled. Maybe you are someone who embodies different cultures at the same time. Maybe your family tree, your family has different roots from different places. It's obviously important to your story. What else am I seeing? World, like I said, it could mean that you're already well known well-rounded person as well. You're described as a well-rounded person. Love that. And Chariot, you keep being described as someone who continues to move forward, albeit calmly and slowly. Consistency is key here. You're taking it easy, but you're very consistent about moving forward. I feel like these two are young. So you're either young or early in your journey, and now you're about to get ahead. So yeah, a person who continuously loves to grow, get ahead, move forward, take it step by step, but you're very adamant about getting somewhere, very generous. This is how your cards are choosing to describe you. Well-rounded person. And I think 2 world cards right under each other. Well known, I must say. Who are you? Please let me know. Yeah, publicity, 2 world cards. Oof. I mean, if you're a little bit well known, behold, fasten your seatbelt for the month of July. Do your math, it's gonna be big. Okay, so abundance is coming, as we can see. And it's a whole new journey. Page of Wands, the 9th house. Yes, it's definitely a powerful new journey that's starting for you in the month of July. Let's see what this powerful new journey is, my dear pile number 3. And then so we've seen your description here. You're going to be described as creative and reliable. Yeah, of course. You're consistent, you're giving, you keep moving. Quite popular, stable as well. Yeah, of course. Creative and there's a small child here, so that could be signifying creativity as well. So creative and stable is like the name of the game here. This is why a new journey is starting. Okay. It's starting and you're leading it, it seems, this month. You're starting and you're in the lead this month. Okay, yeah, and there's your community right there. And you cause some form of disruption. Did we explore what disruptive action you're gonna take? I don't think we have. Before we get into your new journey, let's see what this disruptive action is. Yeah, how did we not see that? You're expressing something this month and it's causing some form of rile up, but people are with you. So what is this disruption? What is this small thing that's considered extreme, I guess, that you're doing? 10 of Wands. Oh, look at you. So 4 of Pentacles. You come across as you have what you need. Maybe not so much, but you're so good at what you have. Like you handle it, I want to say. You handle what you have so well. You've mastered what you have. As in, like for example, let's say clothes and accessories. Maybe an example of what I mean by that, maybe you don't have a lot, one wouldn't have a lot of clothes and accessories. They have a few, like the capsule, right? The small capsule wardrobe, but they've mastered their small capsule wardrobe. They know how to mix and match and look presentable all the time. Again, here's like another example of that. Maybe you don't have a lot of money to invest, but you've mastered putting it in the right places for it to grow for you. And we can go on and on with examples, but that's the kind of energy I'm picking up from this particular 4 of Pentacles. Again, the question is, what is that extreme thing? 7 of Pentacles, do you see? You have a few cards, you know how to play them well. There's the coins. You know when to take it out of hand and put it in the right place. You know how to play your cards well, it seems. Okay, that's why it's going to be easy for you. And last but not least, to answer this question, you've got an extra card in this deck, and this cup of tea, a cup of coffee. I reckon a cup of tea with flowers. So, abundance. I guess it's abundance. Right. Let's focus on what this is trying to say. That extreme perspective. Oh, maybe the extreme perspective here is something along the lines of, hey guys, we're carrying too much. You're carrying too much. Sometimes it's not about trying to push through and persevere. Maybe sometimes it's about minimizing what we need and playing it right. So, for example, and this is definitely not encouragement, this is just for entertainment purposes only. So, for example, someone could speak to their colleagues and saying, well, the company is being absolutely unfair to us. So maybe and they're being unfair to us because they know we need 1, 2, and 3. How about we let go of some of or a lot of these needs and instead use what we have, play it well so that we can live an even more enjoyable life rather than allow them to play us like that. Just an example. Another example, and these are just examples, could be someone could say, you know what, I'm carrying a lot when it comes to my work. It's heavy. How about instead of trying to get more money, I can make better use of the money that I have, get a more comfortable job, and live a good life with it. Instead of going after luxuries, now I want to go after experiences. I can go on and on, but I think I was able to translate the energies that I'm seeing in your cards. For you, it's going to be easy. It's one small step, but it's leading to something massive. One huge leap for mankind, for the people around you. So you're taking one small step yourself, and you are really inspiring others here. Let's do this one thing. How about we stop carrying all of this and we do with what we can best? Maybe you're the leader of a big corporation and you're like, you know what? We put in a lot of time and effort and money towards all these other different products and they're consuming us. How about we eliminate most of these and focus on our big products? And instead use this money to create more innovations, improve the product, invest in better marketing, invest in better packaging, invest in better communication with our market, and so on. Maybe this would be better for us. And you're playing your moves right, dropping all of these heaviness and using all of your resources towards these just 2 great products, and it takes you places. So it's a numbers game this month. You're really doing a lot of math. You're calculating things. You're like, all of these things are just weighing heavy on us. How about we drop all of that and play our game or our cards right? These are our powers, right? Let's use our powers right. Let's make this one move, drop the things that we're carrying. We don't need to carry all of that. Play this one move with the power that we have, and you win. You win. You're all gathering around, celebrating something. And look, the Hanged Man is restriction. So for a while, I think you're restricting yourselves. You're taking the lead and you're like, we need to restrict ourselves a little bit in order to win this, in order to let go of all of this heaviness. If we do it the other way, all of this drops. It's going to be uncomfortable, but we have some power in our hands that if we play right, we're gonna win this. And you win it all with the World card. And it's gonna require you to go on this new journey of self-empowerment and group empowerment. Everyone is like going on this new journey for empowerment, for power, and you're gonna get it all with the World card. It's a new journey that will allow you to get it all. You guys are gonna be like the sun, and all the other planets are gonna be rotating around you because they need to survive through you. They need you to survive. You're going to be the sun, and all the planets are going to revolve around you if you guys stand in your power this month. That's why you're the man. You're going to be very creative in how you approach this. It's destined. It's going to change destiny. It's going to change the dynamic, maybe even in your corporation, in your city, in your country, in the world, who knows? But the math ain't going to be mathing anymore, as the Americans say. The equation is changing. And and destiny is changing. You're going to be seen, as I keep saying, as reliable, as hardworking, as consistent, and very, very creative. So and your word, your mission is going viral in your company or whatever this is. Everybody's going to be hearing about it. You guys are going to be the light, especially you in this pile. You're going to be, look, it's your significator card. You are going to be seen as strong because you are going on a self-empowering journey. You're going to be seen as strong, and you're going to be the strength, the glue that holds all of this solar system together. And you're going to be seen as the sun. And this is leading to great abundance here, as you can see. Abundance for this pile. So it's like going to be, it looks like a painting. So a memory that will always be cherished and honored. A moment in time that will always be remembered. So the abundance. Yes, you've got the Wunyu rune in the 10th house. It's definitely a time of success and bliss, joy in the 10th house. I mean, your goals or your business or your work. So let's see how this abundance is happening. So you've got the High Priestess. I believe with the High Priestess, when the High Priestess shows up like that, I always tell you guys, I think this is meant to be experienced. I need to be careful with the art here. Right. So I think this is saying the veils will open in due time. How this is leading to abundance. I don't think this is something you're meant to see for right now. But when it's time, you are definitely going to see it. For right now, you're just meant to focus within. You're meant to focus on that personal empowerment journey, because it is from within that this whole outer power throughout the whole universe is going to happen. It begins within you, and then it's gonna, just like a ripple effect, have a huge effect, just like math, throughout the whole universe. So it's a month of great power. Behold, my dear pile number 3, a very powerful month. This is like, wow, this is the month for you, where destiny is changing. Please do let me know towards the end of the month what this was. I would love to hear your story. And this is exactly what I see in your cards for the month of July, my dear pile number 3. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your July 2026 predictions. And these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. As always, if you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys in the description box, right under the timestamps section. Okay, as you can see on the far right, I have an empty chart of astrological houses in which I'll be casting some runes on in a moment to get a more detailed and accurate reading of your month. But before we begin, let me very quickly introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful blue agate, and if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Aries, as well as Scorpio. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. And guys, I just want to say, that I have a special deck for you today. I saved the best for last. Okay, so let's have fun together with this deck. I'll keep it to the side for now. And we'll start off by casting your runes and then opening up your oracle cards and your tarot cards. So, what can pile number 4 expect in their month of July 2026, please? What can pile number 4 expect in their month of July 2024? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Okay, let's take out the runes that are on the outskirts, that are not touching the chart, and see what we have. So you've got, look at that. You've got the Ansu's rune from hitting the 1st house, 12th house, 11th house, and 10th house. Very interesting. Okay. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is touching the 10th house. It's not touching the 9th house, although it's showing on camera that it's touching the 9th house, but it's not. Maybe if I tilt it a bit, you'll see what I mean. Yeah. Wow. Okay. But yeah. So it's between the 1st and the 10th house. Right? And again, it shows that it's touching the 9th, but it's not. Okay, so 10th house, again, we have the Nothi's rune. 9th house, you've got the Suwalyu rune. 8th house, you've got the Gebo rune. Nice. Between the 6th and the 7th house, you've got the Fehu rune. Whoa, very favorable rune. I love this for you. And in the 2nd house, you've got the Berkana rune. That could be a birth, you know. Berkana is fertility. 2nd house could be the body, could be finances as well. So your finances are fertile this month. You are fertile. So if you don't want to have children, be careful. Okay, so let's put your chart. There we go, very carefully. Oh, let's put it to the side. There we go. That was successful. Okay, and let's take a look now at your oracle cards and see what you have. Right, so you've got the 7th house with partnerships. Wait a minute. Was the Fehu rune between the 6th and the 7th? Yeah, I remember saying it was between 2, so we're good. Yeah. So, a lot of abundance in the 7th house this month, okay? Partnerships, and the keywords here are marriage. Maybe some of you are getting married or being proposed to. Maybe you're finding the one, you know? So, you've got marriage, relationships, friendships, business, partners, contracts, agreements. Yeah, that's also there as well, obviously. Yeah, contracts, agreements, abundance, and maybe through something contractual, you're going to sign a deal or something. That's there for sure. Joint endeavors, sharing, negotiations, cooperation, as well as relating. So that's all there. If you don't relate to relationships, it's definitely some form of business venture or co-joint partnership. Maybe you are into relationships, but you also want something you're also open for business ventures. It could be both for you, right? So we'll see the energy of this month. You've got abundance in all cases. Abundance has been showing up. It showed up in the 3rd pile as well. So let's see what you have. Ooh, gosh, for this pile, are you kidding me? Something is happening here. For this pile, there's a relationship, marriage, but it's also with acquisitions, also finances. There's something about both relationships and businesses and finances in this month. It's like co-joining energies. There's abundance in both areas of your life. And hey, remember, I told you be careful. This is probably why you're getting the Berkana rune in the second house. You're very fertile. So yeah, there's all sorts of energies here. And again, by the way, second house is not just the body, it's the money. So there are these two aspects. It's a new beginning for financial wealth and abundance. You see that? So yeah, it's amazing. It seems like you have these two energies for the month of July. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got Earthquake, a huge shake-up. Okay. I know, guys, I swear, like, I'm not trying to be obsessed about the fertility here, but I saw something when I saw this card, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna share that. It's gonna be too much, but I am gonna share it actually. You know, it just reminds me of the uterus, the breakage here, like fertility again, and someone getting pregnant. So be careful. Be careful. If you want to have children, congratulations, of course. And I feel like this is the monitor or something at the doctor. I don't know how it works. I've never had children before, so I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm imagining looking at this card. But anyway, a huge shakeup is happening in your life, obviously, with the Earthquake card. I'm very curious what the Earthquake card says in the guidebook. It's a smart guidebook with a lovely perspective every time, so might show us something there. Okay, A, B, C, D, E. There we go. Earthquakes are a potent reminder that things are constantly shifting beneath us, that we are sitting on thin islands. Hold on. Right, so yeah, that we are sitting on thin islands of rock plates on top of a well of molten magma. Tectonic shifts and changes occasionally reach thresholds that bring them to the surface. Where in your psyche are you nearing a threshold? Is it important that we do the necessary work by preparing the mind to welcome the systematic shifts as they arise? Consider leaning into the idea of shaking things up. If you've already felt the quake, what is needed before you can return to stillness? Very interesting. Okay, amazing. All right, you also have, I don't know if you can say this word on YouTube anymore. I don't think you can. But asa shun, right? Unaliving, right? And we'll keep this here. Okay, let's now get to the fun part and look at your tarot cards. So, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Right in the beginning, I'm telling you, it's like a shift of fate. You should watch pile number 3. They also had a shift in fate. They had, what else did you guys have in common? I saw something. Oh, the abundance. Yeah, you should check pile number 3 if you're drawn to it, of course. So yes, there's a huge shift in destiny this month. I've been seeing it throughout the readings. There's a huge shift in your life happening this month. It's in the cards. Yeah. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, the wheels of fate are turning to your favor. And you've got the Sun card. Look at that. It's a new dawn, a new beginning for this pile. Wow, I love the energy here. And my finger hit the Fehu rune again. There's abundance here. You've got 2 cards, the Page of Cups. Ooh, that might be someone asking you out, you know? New love in the cards. Feels romantic here. Oh, look at that. I'm obsessed. 4 of Wands. So for some people, this could, like, looking at the context, this is a wedding. That's why the blessing here, a massive change. The Gebu rune is a rune of huge giving, massive gift. It's falling in the 8th house, which means like you're getting, there's something big that's going to happen in your life that's transformative in the 8th house. It's going to change everything. So that might be someone who asks you out that becomes your spouse in the near future, or asks you to marry them. Proposes is the word I've been looking for. Okay, you've got 2 more cards. You've got the Page of Swords. Wow. Okay. And you've got, oh, look at that. You've got the, let me bring it closer. You've got the 10 of Cups. Happy family. Right, where do we begin with this pile? My God. Let's start here because this is where I'm a little confused. Not really, because it's the 12th house, right? So the Ansu's rune is a rune of not just communication, but there's a spiritual aspect to it, because it's often associated with Odin, with God, wisdom. So should I leave it a little bit here? We've got the 12th house. There's transcendence, there's growth, there's high connection with a higher power. It's a connection with you personally, 1st house, but also with your community, 11th house. I think this is going to show us more in due time. So let's just park it for now and we'll come back to it again. Right. You've got the Yewa's rune in the 9th house. So some form of resilience. You're exploring something that is going to make you more resilient, maybe, or some form of protection in a new journey. Again, this is not showing up, so we'll park this one as well. Let's for this pile, take it the other way around, actually. Let's take a look at your cards and they'll translate the details the runes are showing us. So what do I see? I definitely see massive change, a relationship, whether it's business or romantic in nature. It's definitely going to have a huge shake up in your life. It's going to shift everything to the positive in your life. I do see that someone is asking you for something that will later on turn into a big family or a big corporation, into something big and meaningful. And so as this person asks you for a new beginning, to venture through something with them, you are, perhaps this is why there's an earthquake and a shakeup, you are ending something here with the A card. What are you ending here? Let's ask the cards. What are you ending here? 10 of Swords. Well, I think it's it's the reflection in the swords, yeah. That's what it is. So 10 of Swords. Look at that. What's going on here? A lot of fighting. What is going on? 5 of Wands. What? Hold up. Let's keep this here for now. And so there's a shakeup here for sure. Are you kidding me? 4 of Swords, guys. You know, I like to be honest. And this is one of the times where I just have to say the truth. Although, like, every being in me is like, don't say that, Reem. But it looks like someone here is, in fact, going to be unalived. There's rest and peace here. Who's that? That's the question. Who's that? Six of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. It looks like it's someone in power who is giving money, and perhaps the scales here talk about official. Maybe an official. Well, I hope this never happens, but if it happens, you heard it here first. Heard the news here first. I don't know. I hope this never happens, and I hope I'm reading this wrong. Obviously, I hope this doesn't happen at all. But maybe, you know, maybe this is someone in power who's not using their power right. Maybe this is a fight back, right? Maybe this is a fight back. And you know what? This could in fact be that. And it doesn't have to be like unaliving, by the way. It could be the dethroned, right? It doesn't have to be that dramatic at all, right? It could just simply be dethroned, like the end of their throne, right? But yeah, that's what I see here. Someone in power, given the giving of money, the scales, the sword, the Ace of Swords, I see someone in power. And maybe that's why you've got the Ansuz rune here. Something, it almost feels like divine power helping you and the people, moving everyone, helping everyone transcend. And it does look like it's the, look, this could mean the end of an era. It doesn't have to mean the, you know, unaliving at all. And I never hope this happens. But yeah, I think this is the end, genuinely think this is the end of an era of a powerful person who may not have been righteous, because we see a push against them from you and the people, right? And it's a new dawn for you and everyone here. That's why you've got the happy family. Everyone's happy. You're removing someone unfair. So this could be, for example, a CEO in your organization that's been corrupt, and everyone is moving against them, and it causes them to leave the throne, giving way for someone who's more fair to come and take over. Right, but it's overall a very happy event. You can see here with the Ten of Cups, and yeah, the Ansuz rune. I really feel like this is divine. It's meant to happen, like divine wisdom. And remember, like the earthquakes, what we've been reading about earthquakes, changes happen, and it seems like it's a time for a great change for this pile. It's just a natural shifts of the earth, right? And now it's time for a massive shift, and it seems like it's the end of someone in power here this month. Yeah, giving rise to a new blood, new person. Yeah, that is what I am seeing for this pile. So wow, new power, new relationship, abundance. So back to the venture here, the business venture or the relationship, which is the most fortunate here. You know, this could be both your work, 6th house, and relationships here, the abundance area. And I feel like you're experiencing abundance in both areas of your life this month. You could be like preventing one of them by not wanting it, and that's okay. That's not blocking. That's just you being a person who has a choice. So maybe it's the other way around. It doesn't just have to be not wanting relationships and just wanting business. Maybe it's the other way around, and maybe you love spending time with your family and don't want business for right now. Money isn't the thing for you. Your children are. So whatever this is for you, maybe it's both. Maybe you have an appetite for both. In that case, both energies are coming in for this pile this month. It's going to be abundant and it's going to be transformative. Abundant and transformative, especially in these two areas. Now, despite the fact that you're going to be experiencing a lot of abundance in your money, in your work, there is, however, a strong restriction that's happening in the area of your work. We'll get back to this in a moment, this month. So let's take a look at what this restriction is for pile number 4. What is this restriction? So, High Priestess, you're not meant to find out right now, but I would say you have a little inkling of it. You kind of feel it, or you've known it, or you had an intuition that something like that could happen. The Devil card. Yes, there is a restriction here. And the Devil card is great, is a great card to get when we talk about restriction. Why? Because the Devil card essentially talks about how you think you're restricted, but you're not. That's one of the main teachings of the Devil card. And every time we see the chains are always loose. These two people can always take it off. And so, yeah, that's part of the symbolism of the Devil card. And it just teaches you, when you think you're restricted, especially when you get this card, maybe it's time you think about whether you are, in fact, restricted, or are you allowing it to happen? Okay. And last but not least, you've got the Three of Wands. You're venturing, you're beginning a new adventure, which opens up what's going on here in the 9th house. This card just opened up what's going on in the chart. So you've got the Awaz rune in the 9th house. Resilience leads to a new road, a new path, a new adventure that's going to be very exciting. 3 of Wands, 9th house. So yeah, the cards are not going to tell you for now. You're meant to experience it in due time, although you do have a little bit of an inkling around it. When it does happen, remember, you've got the Devil card. That we think we are stuck, but in reality, we are not stuck. Will it require a bit of resilience from your side? Yes, it will. But ultimately, it's going to lead to a new, fun, and amazing and empowering adventure. You know, at the end of the day, the Yewaz rune is a rune of protection. So don't worry, you're going to be safe, you're going to be protected, relax. It's because the Yewaz rune is connected to the yew tree, which is all about relaxation. So relax, take it easy. Don't fight force by force. When you're calm, you realize that you're not in fact stuck. You take these chains off, and you realize that you do have a very powerful option. And I do foresee you moving in a powerful new direction. It is the new direction of fertility here, of massive wealth starting to happen in the month of July. So yeah, it's your era of abundance. So don't think for a second that you're stuck there. This is just a little push, I would say, from the universe to take the right path, to skew from the path that you're in just a little bit, to tilt a little bit towards the right path. And it's not going to be dramatic. Don't worry about it. Maybe it's going to be something that you don't like a little bit, that will allow you to go, no, I'm done with this. I'm going to do it like that. That's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be the beginning of wealth here. And there's someone shouting outside. I feel like when you, because every time I talk about the Devil card, someone's shouting. I don't know if you've noticed, but I think energetically, it means that when you take these chains off, someone here is not going to be happy because they thought they have control over you. I think someone's going to go, no, that's not supposed to happen. No. And you go, goodbye. And you start off on your new abundant journey. So that's what I see in terms of your abundance this month. And in terms of your restriction in the 10th house this month. Like I told you, there is a beginning of great abundance and wealth. I mean, the Fehu rune is a very favorable rune. It's the rune of wealth, money, abundance, gain, right? But it's coming with a caveat that I feel like you're going to do anyways. It's the universe's way of restricting you to a point where you go, that's it. I'm going to change directions a little bit towards this. I'm not going to be chained to whatever this is. I'm not going to be chained to this contract. I'm not going to be chained to this agreement. No, I don't like your agreement. You can go ahead. I always wanted this promotion, but if it's going to come like that, forget it. I'm going to be, looking for another job. I'm going to be seeing my worth in the market. And let's say you do that and you do indeed get a job. You come back and you go, you know what, forget about all of these things. I got a great offer. And your manager is like, no, wait, we can negotiate this. And you're like, no, thank you very much. We're done here. So yeah, that's just an example to translate the sort of energy that I'm seeing. Right, now that we've explored everything, let's go back here to what because something is romantic here. And it's serious. I feel like this month, if you're not in a relationship, there's romance in the air. Someone's asking you out. If you're in a relationship, then you're definitely taking it to the next level. You've got here someone proposing to you, and there's the either engagement party or the wedding. Excuse me. And it's a new legal page. I think in this context, it's a new legal page for some of you. Now, legal doesn't have to be legal. It could be serious. It's serious. So maybe if you're single, in that case for you, this means that you're meeting someone this month. Things happen kind of quickly. You feel like that's the one. You really feel it. And you announce. Maybe it's an announcement. Page of Swords. It's an announcement of, Herald. The announcement, of the relationship. Hey, there's something serious going on here. In all cases, I see something serious. I see something intimate. I see something beautiful that will ultimately lead to a wedding or a very serious relationship of some sort. And I see that this is leading to, it's not in the cards now, right? This ended up here. So it's leading to a beautiful relationship in the future, a happy family. Definitely leading to a family in the future. So sweet. I love the energy of your reading. Anything that I miss for pile number 4, please? I mean, I still want to have just a little bit fun with these cards. I didn't get enough. So anything else for pile number 4? Ooh, 6 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. So you're winning this month. You keep getting success, right? Oh, that was the one-year rune for pile 3. Well, you have abundance, right? You have abundance. So you're going to be successful in your endeavor. We know that there's a restriction here. You're going to win over it. And there's a collaboration with the 3 of Pentacles, with you and someone else that is leading to wealth. That's definitely what I'm seeing. Congratulations. The cards are saying congratulations this month. There is a lot of celebration this month regarding your finances, regarding love. And this collaboration is leading to abundance. And that is exactly what I see for this pile for the month of July 2026. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading, my dear pile number 4. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!